Was a potential check. Throw comes in. It's headed away by Gnabry. Comes back to Trevor Chalobah. Chalobah will move it. Roll. We'll go back to Robert Sanchez. Sanchez will give it to AlBayern. AlBayern to Marc Cucurella. There is Sanchez now. And it's Robert Sanchez will... Oh, it's a poor pass. It was in between Trevor Chalobah and Malo Gusto, and it's gone out for a throw. It's an early mistake from Sanchez. So he's Dio Upamecano with the ball. Sorry that Liverpool have raced into an early one-goal lead at home against Atletico Madrid. It's back to Joshua Kimmich now. Kimmich back to Manuel Neuer. The goalkeeper in all green will send it along. It'll be headed by Marc Cucurella. There inside is Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez to Pedro Neto. It's his turn to play a poor pass as it goes out of play. Enzo Maresca stood looking quite cool on the touchline. Looks like he's in like a old school Chelsea training top, a tracksuit pants. Vincent Kompany's There's Luis Diaz. Plays it back. Jonathan Tah to Dio Upamecano. There's Tah to Pavlovic. Here is Pavlovic stepping forward, but tackle goes in on Caicedo, and it's back for Serge Gnabry. He's going to shoot from distance. It's a powerful strike, but wide of the post, and goal kick again. Vincent Kompany seems a little bit frustrated with something. Still bouncing behind that goal of Robert Sanchez's. Really good atmosphere, but that strike from Gnabry was never going to trouble the Chelsea goalkeeper. It was very wide. Ball is played down the line. Here is João Pedro. Pedro to Enzo Fernandez. Fernandez out to Pedro Neto. Neto's going to play the ball across. It's cleared away by Conrad Lima. Cucurella will head it towards Pedro Neto. Neto back to Caicedo. Now it's Palmer. Finds Malo Gusto. Gusto will play it across and cuts out by Dio Upamecano. Hits it into the home supporters, and it's going to be a corner for Chelsea. That was a nice move. Cole Palmer with a penetrative pass towards Malo Gusto, and then, as I say, Upamecano was able to boot it away. There is Moises Caicedo. Hook it forward towards Marc Cucurella. It's played short. Caicedo has hooked it forward. Cucurella got the head on the ball, but again it's headed wide. So we've had probably 3 or 4 shots from both sides, but nothing to test either goalkeeper just yet. But that's not to say it hasn't been an entertaining contest. Plenty to excite us so far. Here is Jonathan Tah. Tah will give it to Serge Gnabry. Gnabry back to Dio Upamecano. Upamecano will give it to Conrad Lima. Out on this right flank. Goes back to Manuel Neuer. Neuer will play a 1-2 with Josip Stanisic. Harry Kane dropping really deep to get on the ball on the edge of his own box. We see this for England, don't we? It does frustrate a lot of the national team supporters. Gnabry will try and switch it out to the right side. Michael Olise just trying to stretch the Chelsea defence, but it's overhit and gone out of play. Going to be a throw for Chelsea to take. Here is Sanchez. There is James to Tosin Adarabioyo. Comes to Cole Palmer. Palmer, good turn. Palmer, ball goes forward, but it's cleared away by Conrad Lima. Dio Upamecano out to the right side to Michael Olise. Olise forward ball, but just hits the chest of Marc Cucurella. Was it hit the chest? No, it's the hand apparently, and that's extremely harsh. He's literally kicked it from point blank. Not sure what Marc Cucurella can do there. It's probably, say, about 20 centimetres away is Marc Cucurella's hand from the ball. There's no reaction time. It seems incredibly harsh, but the handball is given, and it presents an opportunity for Bayern Munich now. A free kick from a wide position. Joshua Kimmich is stood over it. Harry Kane is lurking in the middle of the 18-yard box. Also Serge Gnabry and Michael Olise stood over it. Chelsea's defensive line about 15 yards out. Left for Olise. Olise's going to dribble it forward. Here he's all the way to the far post where Gnabry is, but it's a poor ball across by Olise. It's out for a goal kick. Chelsea did really well there. They stepped up as soon as it went to Elise, up to the edge of their 18-yard box, which meant everyone was offside, and even if it was a better ball from Elise, everyone would have been offside. There is Sanchez. Sanchez will go long up towards João Pedro, but it's won in the air by Jonathan Tah. Now it's with Josip Stanisic. Ball goes forward, and Cucurella, left-footed pass back to his goalkeeper. Robert Sanchez sends a long ball forward. It's controlled on the chest by Cole Palmer. It's good play. It's out to the left side with Pedro Neto. And then Reece James will switch out to the right side where Malo Gusto is, but it's overhit out for a throw. Both teams just cancelling each other out in the early stages of this game. Enzo Maresca just speaking to his analysis, watching down on the iPads at the moment. He seems a little bit frustrated with something. Maresca has probably won over his supporters with that Club World Cup victory, which meant they were able to spend a lot more money than they may have planned. Cucurella playing it off Elise, so it'll be a throw. Cucurella will throw it back to Tosinada Abeyo. As he did that, Enzo Maresca ran up to him to give him a bit of instruction. There is a foul. Referee just giving the foul. A strong tackle going in on the Brazilian João Pedro. Vincent Kompany just a little bit frustrated with that decision, because Todd did get the ball, but it's the follow through. See why he's a little bit frustrated, but can also say why the foul has been given. Jonathan Todd a little bit of a moan. Ball goes back. It's Reece James to Tosinada Abeyo. There is Marc Cucurella. Cucurella, who will knock it forward down the left-hand side for João Pedro to try and get there. And he's in an offside position. The delicate ball forward by Marc Cucurella landed on the chest of João Pedro, but he was in an offside position. Here is Serge Gnabry. Gnabry out to the left side. Here is Luis Diaz. Diaz coming forward. It's going to be left for Serge Gnabry. Moves onto his left foot. He's going to shoot from distance. Blocked off again by Cucurella. Goes back for a 1-2 between Gnabry and Kimmich, and then Moises Caicedo bundles over Joshua Kimmich, and there's complaints going in straight away, but straight away it's the Chelsea captain who's over there to defuse the situation, is Reece James, but it will be a free kick. It's going to be a free kick about 25 yards out, quite a central position. It's going to be a good opportunity for them here. Joshua Kimmich, I don't think he's going to shoot. I'd say 25 yards, it's actually about 35 yards out. He's going to... I'm laughing because you could see what Kimmich was doing. He was trying to play the ball out to the left channel, and he just kicked it straight into the referee. The Chelsea players are complaining. The referee is saying we're going to play from a drop ball, so it's dropped to Kimmich. Nothing the ref can do, he's just kicked it against him. But here is Michael Elise. Elise up against João Pedro, pulls it across all the way to the far post, and it's Bayern Munich who take the lead. It's ended up in the back of the net. It may potentially be an own goal in there, but it is Bayern Munich who take the lead. It comes from the drop ball, and Enzo Maresca will be desperately frustrated with the way that his side have conceded that goal. It's just fired across the 6-yard box, all the way towards the back post. It's a really nice ball by Elise, and yep, it's come off Trevor Chalobah. Upamecano hasn't got a touch on it. It's an own goal, and it has just bounced off the right knee of Trevor Chalobah, and it's given Vincent Kompany's side the lead here in this Champions League game between Bayern Munich and Chelsea. And you just can't legislate for that, really, if you're Enzo Maresca. It's come from an error from the referee, really, as it's hit him in the leg, meaning that Bayern Munich were able to play from a different position and able to play from a drop ball. And then Elise, albeit has fired a brilliant ball across, but it has just bounced off the knee of their own defender. And all of the noise at the moment is coming from the German supporters inside the stadium as Bayern Munich lead 1-0 against Chelsea. So here is Serge Gnabry. Bayern Munich are on the attack. It's Joshua Kimmich, but it's a poor ball to Luis Diaz, and Reece James stepped into it, but then James will give it away, meaning Harry Kane could pick up the ball. He's running at Moises Caicedo. He finds Luis Diaz, but then it's cleared away by Chalobah. You just feel for the next 5 minutes or so, Bayern Munich may just have all of the momentum after that goal. Chelsea may just have to ride it out and defend well here. So it is Bayern Munich back with the ball. It is Serge Gnabry, again, had to drop in really deep to come and get on it. It's going to be switched out to the right side, brought down. So Lise will give it to Joshua Kimmich. Nice flick for Kimmich. He gets to the byline, but he's unable to cross the ball in and just knocks it out of play for a goal kick. Lovely flick by Michael Elise, lovely disguise, but in the end it was a poor delivery by Joshua Kimmich. So one ball goes forward towards João Pedro, but one in the air by Upamecano. Comes inside, it's Kimmich again. Kimmich who's able to turn and back to Upamecano. Upamecano with it. Switched out to the left side with Josip Stanisic. Here is Tar. Tar finds Harry Kane. Kane back to Kimmich. Chelsea will not mind seeing Harry Kane on the edge of his own box as Serge Gnabry can switch it to the left side. It's Josip Stanisic. It's come through the youth system at Bayern Munich. Now it's Luis Diaz picking it up on the far side. Coming inside, goes back to Kimmich. Bayern Munich playing on the edge of Chelsea's box now. All the Chelsea players sat off at the moment. Now it's threaded through towards Konrad Laimer, but Chelsea just about able to shepherd it out of play. Konrad Laimer is convinced that it's taken a touch off Enzo Fernandez on the way through, but the referee hasn't seen it. Marc Cucurella will play it down the line, but Konrad Laimer give it to Michael Elise. Now there's an opportunity for Harry Kane. Has he been fouled? Apparently not, according to the referee. Moises Caicedo's made the challenge, although actually the official has changed his mind. He's given the penalty. It's a delayed reaction from the Spaniard referee. Enzo Maresca can't believe it. because Harry Kane has stepped into the 18-yard box. Moises Caicedo's made the tackle, and straight away you could see the referee just wag his finger and say absolutely not. And then 5 seconds passed and the referee turned round. I don't know whether he heard something from the assistant referee, but he pointed to the spot. Harry Kane gets his body in there. Caicedo tries to make the challenge, and yeah, that is a penalty. It was a poor tackle by the man that cost Chelsea £115 million. Harry Kane has got his body in. Caicedo has made a risky challenge. He hasn't got the ball. Even if he has, he may have just got a stud to it, but he's taken the whole man. And yeah, even though the referee initially waved it away, I think he's got the correct decision. And Bayern Munich have been presented with the opportunity from the penalty spot to put themselves 2 up here, and it is the man who won it, a man who was the thorn in the backside of Chelsea for many years when he was playing for Tottenham Hotspur. It's Harry Kane versus Robert Sanchez. The referee blows his whistle. Harry Kane for Bayern steps up, he puts it in the corner, and it's a 2-goal lead now for Bayern Munich. It's a commanding victory as it stands. And Harry Kane, who won the penalty for Munich, has converted the spot kick. And Vincent Kompany's side are 2 goals up. It's a nightmare first half for Chelsea, who up until the goal were really in this game, but now find themselves in a 2-goal deficit. And it's an excellent penalty by Harry Kane, just slotting it in to the back of the net, rolling it in. Robert Sanchez goes the wrong way, and Chelsea find themselves 2 goals behind against Bayern Munich. Vincent Kompany turns around to celebrate with his backroom staff, but Chelsea are going to have to find their way back from 2 goals down. But that's not going to help as they give the ball away to Michael Olise. Can run at the Chelsea defence, but as Olise is running at Reece James, he falls over. Now it's Cole Palmer coming forward. There's 2 players that have gone down in the middle. The referee plays on. Here is Cole Palmer, gives it to João Pedro, back into Palmer. Palmer with the goal. Cole Palmer with an instant response for Chelsea, and that is a magic goal out of nowhere. Cole Palmer and João Pedro with the link-up play, and it's an outstanding finish. It is straight away from their own goal being conceded as Chelsea went down. Cole Palmer's picked up the ball inside his own half. He just ran at the Bayern Munich defence. He's played a 1-2 with Malo Gusto, and he slotted it into the top of the net. And Chelsea are well and truly back in this game. This is an absolute thriller. It's Bayern Munich 2, it's Chelsea 1. And you've just got to tip your cap to the Englishman Cole Palmer. That's just his 2nd goal in the Champions League in his career. Of course, all his other Champions League minutes came when he was a youngster with Manchester City. Enzo Maresca, the Chelsea manager, has picked up a yellow card for his complaints at a foul on the halfway line. João Pedro is sat down. He was collided with as Cole Palmer came forward. But it's a really exciting game that we are witnessing at the Allianz Arena. And as soon as Harry Kane rolled that ball into the corner and Bayern Munich took a 2-goal lead, you thought, that's going to be that. Chelsea going to struggle to get back into the game. There was a yellow card in there as well. Jonathan Tah for his part to play with the foul off the ball on João Pedro, and yet to see it. But Enzo Maresca is still giving the fourth official a earful. Spaniard referee just explaining his decision as to why Jonathan Tah's gone into the referee's book to the captain, Harry Kane. There's definitely a collision where João Pedro was brought down and Jonathan Tah has gone into the referee's book, which of course is not ideal for him. Well, Bayern Munich send the ball long into Harry Kane, but he can only flick it behind and out for a goal kick. Actually hasn't been the most open contest, but all of a sudden within 10 minutes it is just really opened up to a really fascinating contest between the two teams. It's now turned into an addictive encounter where you just can't take your eyes off the game. The other scores in the Champions League tonight: Ajax are currently drawing 0-0 with Inter Milan. Liverpool ran out 2-0 winners as it stands against Atletico Madrid. PSG are 1 goal up at home against Atalanta. Whilst we've got 2 early results to tell you about. Olympiacos drew 0-0 with Paphos, and Slavia Prague drew 2-2 with Bodo Glimt. Just joined us, Trevor Chalobah with an own goal in the 20th minute. Then Harry Kane scored from the spot in the 27th minute, and then it was Cole Palmer just 2 minutes after in the 29th minute, pretty much straight from the kickoff. And Chelsea now will have the momentum. Here is their star man, Cole Palmer, coming down the right side, tries to take on Josip Stanisic, but he's unable to, and it's cleared away. Three goals in the game, but only 2 shots on target as Marc Cucurella is brought down by Michael Olise. The Bayern Munich supporters inside the stadium not agreeing with that one, but it's a clear push by Olise in the back of Cucurella. It's a bit silly of him to make, really. Beauty of a turn by João Pedro as he receives the ball. He is brought down. It's going to be a free kick. Again, the Bayern Munich players are complaining. Pedro not having a nice night tonight. And now it's Pedro Neto inside the box, up against Conrad Lima on the left side. He's going to pull it back to Moises Caicedo, who's going to shoot, and it's a poor shot. Audacious effort and wide of the post. So Bayern Munich with the ball on the left side. Deo Upamecano. Upamecano is going to progress the ball forward towards Conrad Lima. It's Lima out to the right side to Michael Olise. Tell you, Liverpool have got a penalty in their game for a handball. Here is Deo Upamecano. Will go to Jonathan Tah. Tah steps forward into the opposition half. Gives it to Joshua Kimmich. Kimmich out to the left side to Josip Stanisic. Ball will go forward, headed away by Marc Cucurella. And João Pedro, Reece James. There's a 1-2 with João Pedro. Now it's Pedro Neto, but Neto takes a heavy touch. Goes through to the goalkeeper, Neuer. Neuer to Lima. Lima will try and force a ball forward. Chelsea back with it. It's Reece James. Reece James, who will come down the left side now. He's back to Moises Caicedo. He made that mistake for Bayern Munich's second, where he gave away the penalty because of the tackle that he made on Harry Kane. It's Cole Palmer. Palmer plays it down the line for Malo Gusto. Gusto with the shot. Comes off the back of Upamecano, goes back out to Pedro Neto. But Neto, his shot was always rising and it went over the bar and out for a goal kick for Manuel Neuer, who go and collect the ball. I'll tell you that Liverpool's penalty was overturned, so they don't get a penalty in that game. It remains 2-0 to them. Joshua Kimmich with the ball. It's Michael Olise. So it's Bayern Munich to Harry Kane. Kane will bring it down out to the right side to Michael Olise. Olise's going to step onto his left foot. He's going to go back to Joshua Kimmich. Here is Olise. Here's Dayot Upamecano. Finds Kimmich on this right side. Back to Jonathan Tah. Bayern Munich can retain the ball. It's Tah. Gnabry. To Tah. It's Harry Kane now. Kane will clip it out to the right side to Michael Olise. Olise finds Conrad Laimer. He's inside the box. Laimer just wide of the far post. It's a really nice move by Bayern Munich. Really good. Michael Olise, who found Conrad Laimer just a yard or two from sneaking in. That's nice play by Vincent Kompany's side. So Robert Sanchez deciding to go long here. See that Moises Caicedo is just having a bit of a moan at Robert Sanchez. Perhaps not happy that it's taken him quite a while to take this goal kick, but it does eventually go short. He finds Cole Palmer on that far side. Now it's Chalobah to Tosin Adarabioyo. Cucurella finds Moises Caicedo. Finds Carl Palmer 20 yards out. Inside the box now is Pedro Neto. Neto will cross it in, but he was always falling over. Didn't really have the balance as he crossed it in. Well, he found Conrad Laimer. Michael Olise, who turns. Here is Serge Gnabry. Good feet by Gnabry. Back to Conrad Laimer. Finds Michael Olise, and it's Olise out to the left side now. Here is Luis Diaz. Diaz on the edge of the box. Finds Alexander Pavlovic. Pavlovic will hang it up there. Headed away by Tosin Adarabioyo. Good energy and tempo to the game. There is Serge Gnabry. Gnabry with the delivery to the far side. Was Luis Diaz caught? Bayern Munich are asking for it because Malo Gusto is dived down to try and clear the ball away. I think the referee said that Gusto's going to touch on the ball. It was Gnabry just clipped it to the far side. I think it may be offside anyway. Until the PSG are 2 goals up against Atalanta now. Here is Jonathan Tah. Comes inside to Joshua Kimmich. It's Dayot Upamecano. Upamecano stepping forward with the ball. Out to the right side to Michael Olise. Olise to Harry Kane. Opportunity, right-footed shot. Can only hit it off. Tosin Adarabioyo. It's a lovely little ball. Bayern Munich are playing some lovely balls inside the box, and Found it a little bit too easy to get behind the Chelsea back line. This is a set-piece opportunity, a corner opportunity. Robert Sanchez trying to man his 6-yard box. They are packing it out. Kimmich and Michael Olise are just deep in conversation down there. It's going to be taken by, I think, Michael Olise. Still fantastic noise inside this stadium. Olise raises his left arm, plays it short to Gnabry, back out to Kimmich. Kimmich, right-footed delivery, but headed away by the captain, Reece James. Manuel Neuer. Give it to Kimmich. Kimmich will hang it up, headed by Malo Gusto. And Gusto's header fizzles out of play for another corner, which Luis Diaz, I think, is going to leave yet. And it is Joshua Kimmich who's come over to take, the 30-year-old, the vice-captain for Bayern Munich. So again, it's a packed out 6-yard box. Kimmich to take, awaiting the delivery. Raises his right arm towards the front post. Sanchez comes and punches it. Comes out to Olise, strikes, and it takes a couple of bounces, and it just goes wide of the goal. When I saw Robert Sanchez just scuffle across there, I thought it may have been ended up in the back of the net. That's not far from going in at all. It's a good volleyed strike at goal by Michael Olise. He's hit it into the ground. Unfortunately for Chelsea, it goes wide of the post, but Bayern Munich have been moving the ball really, really well ever since Chelsea got that goal back. They've responded really well as a long ball goes forward. It's headed by Jonathan Tah. The free kick's given. The referee says let's get on with it. Here is Kimmich. Back to Tah. Tah finds Kane. Again dropping deep. Goes out to the left side to Josip Stanisic. It's Tah. To Kimmich. It's conductor of this Bayern Munich team. Here is Michael Olise. Gives it away. Marc Cucurella. Enzo Fernandez tries to switch it to the far side, but Manuel Neuer is out of his goal and will collect. It's Alexander Pavlovic. And it's Kimmich. 1-2 between them. Luis Diaz up to the left side now. Back to Tah. Tah will stretch the ball across to Dayo Upamecano. Luis Diaz, who turns. Finds Michael Olise on this right side. Olise running at Marc Cucurella. It's going to be a right-footed cross off Marc Cucurella, and it's going to be a corner for Bayern Munich. They would love a third goal before half-time, would the Germans. It's going to be a corner taken by the Frenchman, Michael Olise. It's going to be a left-footed cross in towards the far post. Sanchez comes for it, but he makes a real hash of it. He gets a touch on it, and it goes out of play for another corner. I think he came out to catch it. Only got fingertips on it, so it's now going to be a corner for Serge Gnabry to take. I think he's going to leave it for Joshua Kimmich, who's come over to take it on this far side. Gets a round of applause from the Bayern Munich supporters inside the ground. Here is Bayern Munich's number 6, delivery in, all the way to the far side, headed by Upamecano, but then headed away by Tosin. Here is Kimmich, back to Konrad Laimer. Finds Serge Gnabry. Joshua Kimmich. Chelsea just going to have to ride the this one out because Bayern Munich have got all the momentum. So cross goes in to Tar, who tries to head it back to Kane. Probably head it off Malo Gusto. And then I think Tar was in an offside position, so the free kick's been given. We're into 2 additional minutes at the end of this first half. It's Bayern Munich 2, Chelsea 1. Chelsea have done well just to see out the last 10 minutes or so, because Bayern Munich's dominance has been growing on the game without them really testing Robert Sanchez. Still with the 2 shots on target in the entire game. We've seen 3 goals because one of them was an own goal. Long ball goes forward, headed by Elise, cleared by Conrad Lima. Kane, who's it out to the left side, overhits it, and it'll be a Chelsea throw. Robert Sanchez to Trevor Chalobah, back to Sanchez. Finds the captain, Reece James. James Satosin Adrabaya. Ball forward, can only find Deo Upamecano, and then Pavlovic back. There is Conrad Lima. Lima will send the ball forward. Here is Elise. Now it's Serge Gnabry. Gnabry out to the left side. Pavlovic. Opportunity for Bayern Munich coming forward. Kimmich to Lima. To Michael Elise. Elise can run at Marc Cucurella. Elise moves it onto his left foot. Gets the shot away. Comes off Cucurella. And I think our last chance of the game is going to come from a corner. And it's Michael Elise now making his way over. So we're into we're past the 2 additional minutes. This is last chance saloon of the half for Bayern Munich. It's Elise to deliver. Sanchez comes and collects. The half-time whistle goes. And Bayern Munich 2-1 up at half-time. They raced into an early lead with an own goal from Trevor Chalobah for Harry Kane, scored from the spot to put them 2 up, and then Cole Palmer responded to make it 2-1. It's been a good game so far. Looking forward to the next. Min-Jae Kim. There's a like-for-like change, protecting Jonathan Tah perhaps. Min-Jae Kim coming on, a like-for-like central defender. So we come into the second half with Bayern Munich leading 2-1 against Chelsea. They raced into a 1-goal lead after an own goal from Trevor Chalobah in the 20th minute before Harry Kane scored from the spot to put them 2 goals up. And then it was a lovely driven play by Cole Palmer, which got Chelsea a goal back just 2 minutes after. But we're expecting and anticipating a really exciting second half here between Bayern Munich and Chelsea. So we've got underway with Chelsea on the ball. It's Moises Caicedo who's going to switch it out to the right side. Here is Malo Gusto who's going to turn back to find Cole Palmer. But apparently he has gone a little too early and he is in an offside position. Free kick to be taken by Bayern Munich. So Tah doesn't look like he was injured as he came off, just the manager looking to protect him, perhaps. That's certainly what it looks like anyway. So Manuel Neuer, who will take the free kick, still fantastic noise. One ball goes forward. It's headed by Harry Kane. There he's toes in Adebayo. Upamecano will knock it forward. Mike Elise will knock it back. Conrad Lima. There's Upamecano back to Manuel Neuer. Neuer out to the left side with Alexander Pavlovic. As Pavlovic will send it forward. It's a good strong challenge by Chalobah, but he does catch the Bayern Munich man in the head. The ball will go down the middle towards Luis Diaz, who will turn, and then the ball is tackled, and then the referee's going to stop play as soon as Chelsea get on it, because I think it's Josip Stanisic is down. The referee's a little concerned for him here. Oh, he's landed awkwardly, hasn't she? Josip Stanisic just caught on the top of the head and then landed really awkwardly. Looks to be in some serious discomfort there, so the medics have ran on to have a look at him. Hopefully it'll be nothing too serious. I'm hoping that Stanisic will be okay. So this should be a real tantalising prospect, this second half, after what was a really entertaining first half. So here is João Pedro, receives the ball on the half-turn, goes back to Reece James. Cole Palmer will try and force a forward ball, blocked off the chest by Stanisic. Now it's Reece James. Now James, 1-2 with João Pedro in there. João Pedro loses it, and Luis Diaz can pick up the ball and start running at the Chelsea defence. It's Malo Gusto now. Gusto go back to the goalkeeper in all black, Robert Sanchez. So long ball out to the right side. Gusto will go chase him. It's overhit and it's again play stopped, and again it's Josip Stanisic who has gone down. Must be a little sore. And Vincent Kompany perhaps may need to make a substitute here, because it is Stanisic who has landed really awkwardly and has tried to carry on, but he's had to sit back down again. Struggling holding his hip. So the medics are on again, but looks like they might have to make a substitute. It is a Frenchman, Sacha Boey. He's actually a right fullback. They don't have a natural left fullback here. So Stanisic is going to have to hobble off the pitch. And coming on for him is the former Galatasaray fullback. As I say, he's naturally a right-sided defender. And it's Sacha Boey coming on. We can tell you that PSG are now 3 goals up at home against Atalanta. So it is Sacha Boey who has come on, and it means that Bowie's gone over to move to the right side, and Konrad Laimer is going to have to fit in at left full-back. So Laimer, who is a right footer, is going to be asked to play at left full-back. It's not actually a right full-back, is Laimer. He's more of a midfield player, already playing out of position. So I wonder whether that's somewhere where Chelsea may target, especially with Cole Palmer playing on this right side, whether he can now take advantage of Laimer playing on an unconventional side, shall we say. It's Trevor Chalobah with the ball. Chalobah back to Tosin. Tosin to Cucurella. Cucurella forces it forward to João Pedro. Pedro tries to find Pedro Neto. He does. Neto thought about the left-footed shot. Will come back. Here is Reece James. Edge of the box. Shot goes in by James. It's on target, but it's a comfortable one for the captain of Bayern Munich, Manuel Neuer, to collect. Captain to captain there. So Neuer plays short to Min-Jae Kim. Kim will go back to him, and then Neuer will send it long. Up to the right side. Here is Reece James. To the left side, it's inside to Enzo Fernandez. Fernandez finds Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto going down the left side, turns and is tackled. Ball is cleared out, only to Tosin Adarabioyo. Adarabioyo will go back to Robert Sanchez now. Sanchez with a short ball. Back to Sanchez. Sanchez, it's a really nice looking ball forward, but it's controlled on the chest by Diaz, but then picked up by Malo Gusto. He's playing in an attacking position when he gets forward, and he's tackled. Now all the way forward, and Robert Sanchez will collect it. There is Cucurella. Cucurella back to Gusto. Gusto takes attacking position. Got Palmer wide. He finds Cole Palmer, the man who scored the only goal of the game for Chelsea. He attempts to cross it in, but it comes off the back of Konrad Laimer. Then Dio Upamecano is able to clear it away. Only to Cucurella. Good strength. Oh, it's Boey. Boey back to Pavlovic. Pavlovic is hassled and harassed by Reece James. Goes back to Upamecano, who can clear it away. There's Caicedo. Good touch. He plays a long ball forward, but played away by Bayern Munich. And it's Manuel Neuer. Neuer who's going to boot it away under pressure. Now this could smell danger for Bayern Munich. It's Kimmich inside to Harry Kane, finds Luis Diaz inside the 18-yard box. Diaz onto his right foot, gets a shot away, but it's straight into the hands of Robert Sanchez, who can quickly release it. It's a promising move on for them. Reece James coming forward, Serge Gnabry brings him down. It looks like he's got away with it. Looked like a pretty cynical challenge to me from Serge Gnabry, but just before then it was Luis Diaz showing good footwork, getting a strike away, but it was too central down the middle for Robert Sanchez. So it's Reece James back to Tosin Adarabioyo. Trevor Chalobah, right footed pass to Cole Palmer, can nutmeg Conrad Lima, gets away from him. Now it's Reece James. Chelsea playing with a little bit of confidence, a little bit of gusto. Now is Pedro Neto, he's going to drive at Sacha Boey, who's just come on, he's going to test him. Boey gets the better of him and tackles it out for a throw. Ball goes back to Trevor Chalobah. Now it's Chalobah back with it. Chalobah finds Manuel Neuer. Manuel Neuer to Dayot Upamecano. Upamecano back to Joshua Kimmich. Kimmich to Upamecano. It's Conrad Lima. Lima will step forward. Goes to Luis Diaz. Diaz is foul, but the referee will play advantage because Lima can attack a bit of space now for Bayern Munich. He's got Harry Kane on the underlap. He gives it to Kane, but it's a good save by Robert Sanchez. Harry Kane may be a little bit disappointed with his end product there, because it was a really nice run forward by Conrad Lima, and you could almost just tell that he was waiting for Harry Kane to make the run. And instead of him going over the overlap, he went for the underlap. It was a left-footed strike, but Robert Sanchez making the save with his legs. Bit too close to the Spaniard in the Blues' goal. It's still a decent stop, but it's a really nice move by Harry Kane and Bayern Munich. It's going to be a corner opportunity. Joshua Kimmich to take. Kimmich raises his right arm in the air, goes short to Gnabry. Gnabry to Michael Elise. Elise left-footed cross in, headed away. It's now Sacha Boey on the ball. Out for a Chelsea throw. Dayot Upamecano was high up and won it. For a throw. It was Marc Cucurella who's getting booed. That's because of his part to play when Germany were knocked out in the quarter-finals of the European Championships, when they played Spain in the last edition of the Euros. Oh, it's Upamecano, plays it inside to Min-Jae Kim, back into the Frenchman. Now it's Kim, the South Korean. He joined them from Napoli for 43 million a couple of summers ago. And now it's Neuer. Boey. Boey out to Elise. Elise inside for Harry Kane. Kane back out to Boey. It's now Harry Kane at the byline, pulls it back. It's Elise with the strike, and that's an outstanding save by Robert Sanchez. Somehow Bayern Munich haven't taken a 2-goal lead in this game once again, and you won't get a better opportunity than that. It's lovely play. Harry Kane took the ball to the byline, pulled it back for Michael Elise. You're almost just waiting for the net to bulge. That's a truly remarkable save by Robert Sanchez, diving to his right side. It's a really strong wrist that he gets on the ball. And it's an excellent save by the Spaniard. That is brilliant, and that could be key tonight, that stop. You were just expecting Michael Olise to turn that into a goal, but somehow it was prevented by Robert Sanchez. So at the moment in this game, it has been 12 attempts on goal for Bayern Munich, 7 for Chelsea, 4 on target for Munich, 2 for Chelsea. Munich slightly edging the game, as you may expect at home at the Allianz Arena. So it is Bayern Munich. Give it to Min Jae Kim. Min Jae Kim to Konrad Laimer. It's Luis Diaz who picks it up on the left side here on the left channel. Back to Joshua Kimmich. Kimmich to Alexander Pavlovic. Pavlovic to Serge Gnabry. Now it's going to be a cross towards the far side, but brought down by Malo Gusto. Gusto will come forward, gives it to Cole Palmer, but he's intercepted by Konrad Laimer, who can quickly give it into Harry Kane. Here is Diaz. Now is Olise inside the box for Pavlovic, back out to Olise. Olise once again to Pavlovic, just playing 1-2s with each other. Here comes to Sasha Bowie. I think he's potentially offside. And now the flag goes up when they go back to Upamecano. And the offside is given by the assistant referee on the far side. It brings out a couple of laughs. Now there's an opportunity presented itself for Harry Kane inside the 18-yard box, and he slots it into the far corner. Harry Kane with his second of the game. Bayern Munich 3-1 up on the night now, and it's just come from nowhere. The monitors in front of us just switched over to show a highlight, and then all of a sudden it fell for Harry Kane inside the 18-yard box. It's really preventable for Chelsea. Malo Gusto with a heavy touch, and then he tries to get back on it by sliding it away from Serge Gnabry, but he can only slide it into the path of Harry Kane. He takes the early strike. Robert Sanchez is out of his goal, and Bayern Munich are 3-1 up here against Chelsea. Vincent Kompany responds with a fist pump. It's a big celebration from the captain Manuel Neuer, but it is Harry Kane, a man who scored 11 Champions League goals last year, did the 32-year-old. Well, he scored another here, his second of the game, and Bayern Munich are now 3-1 up, and it's going to be a substitute for them. We're going to see a like-for-like change once again. It's Alexander Pavlovic coming off and Leon Goretzka coming on. Pavlovic has had a decent game tonight. Goretzka with a little bit more experience now as they will try and navigate the next 25 minutes. Goretzka gets his first touches of the ball as Chelsea loosely give the ball away. Harry Kane now, by the way, has more goal involvement of all time in the Champions League than any other Englishman, and you wouldn't think it when he's coming to the edge of his own box to get on the ball, but he is a proven goal scorer, considering that for quite a bit of his career at Tottenham Hotspur he didn't play much in the Champions League. That is an excellent record for the Bayern Munich man. There There is a couple of Chelsea players getting ready to come on. Alejandro Garnacho being one of them. Oh, it's Serge Gnabry with it. He's going to move it back to Dio Upamecano. Chelsea preparing a couple of substitutes. Min-Jae Kim back to Manuel Neuer. Neuer to Upamecano. Here is Min-Jae Kim. Kim comes forward. Now it's Leon Goretzka. Goretzka back out to the right side. A long ball forward, but Malo Gusto will step in, gives it to Chalobah. Chelsea just need to have a sustained spell on the ball, but that was a big error from Malo Gusto for the Bayern Munich goal. It's Reece James who has to clip it forward for Trevor Chalobah. He'll go chase him, but Min-Jae Kim gets there ahead of him and goes back to Manuel Neuer. Alejandro Garnacho and Andre Santos, who are the two players getting ready to come on for Chelsea. Enzo Maresca just looking to experiment. Here is Michael Olise, shows really good feet, goes to Serge Gnabry. Harry Kane back to Leon Goretzka, who can drive forward with the ball for Munich, and that's a bit too easy for him. Here is Luis Diaz on the left side of the box now. Shoots it onto his right foot to Goretzka. Sacha Boey. Boey to Olise. Oh, I thought that was going to end up into the back of the net. Lovely strike by Michael Olise. A left-footed strike again. And added marginally wide of the far post. But we are going to see a couple of substitutes now. So first of all, coming off for Chelsea is number 24, the captain, Reece James, will hand the armband over to Enzo Fernandez. Coming on for him is Andre Santos, the 21-year-old who signed from Brazilian side Vasco da Gama, an 11 million deal. And the other substitute is going to see Pedro Neto coming off. Hasn't really got into the game, Pedro Neto. I haven't seen too much of him. And coming on for him is a man who joined this summer from Manchester United in a 40 million deal, Alejandro Garnacho, the Argentinian. And the 21-year-old will be looking to impress. So Enzo Maresca showing the depth that he has off the substitute bench. 69 minutes on the clock here. It's Bayern Munich 3, Chelsea 1. There's Harry Kane. Olise out to the right side. Sacha Boey. Bayern's dominance in this game just growing ever so slightly. It's Michael Olise. Here is Min-Jae Kim. Here's Min-Jae Kim. Goretzka. Goretzka to Luis Diaz. Enzo Maresca patrolling around in his technical area, shouting out instructions. And goes back. It's Min-Jae Kim receiving it off Manuel Neuer. Kim will move it back. Neuer forward ball. Finds Sacha Boey. Our way out to the right side. Now it's Serge Gnabry. Goretzka. It's Conrad Lima. Just over 20 minutes to go in the game. It's Manuel Neuer. Chelsea just have not got João Pedro involved. Don't think he's even had a shot yet in the game, which really disappoint their players as the ball goes back to Manuel Neuer. Neuer will clip it to Konrad Laimer. Laimer can only head it to Gusto, but Gusto will quickly give the ball away. Into the final 20 minutes of this game. Laimer to Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz with a forward ball. Now an opportunity out on the right side. Here is Elise inside the box, coming off the right side, but it's a good, strong, aggressive challenge going in by Marc Cucurella. But then Enzo Fernandez gives it away really cheaply. He does win it back, does Enzo Fernandez. Was back. Tosin Adarabioyo tries to find Alejandro Garnacho. Caicedo back out to Garnacho on the left side now. Chelsea looking for a route back into this game. João Pedro back into Andre Santos. Andre Santos out to the right side. Palmer. Can he lighten it up for Chelsea? Cross goes in, but headed away by Kimmich. And now it's Neuer to Min-Jae Kim. Out to the left side, Konrad Laimer, who will bring it down. Back, and it's back into Manuel Neuer. Manuel Neuer, a long ball forward towards Konrad Laimer, but Chalobah will bring it down. We'll play a 1-2 with Gusto. Now Palmer through the lines for João Pedro, who's able to bring the ball down, gives it to Gusto. Gusto to Santos, 1-2 between Santos and Caicedo. Now Enzo Fernandez out to Alejandro Garnacho. They'll be looking for him for a little bit of inspiration. Cross comes in from Enzo Fernandez, flicked on by Pedro, but headed away by Laimer. Now Gusto, and he is potentially fouled by Diaz. He's clipped. Free kick given. Luis Diaz has made his way over to check on Gusto. Just trodden on the back of his ankle. Gusto with a couple of rolls. It's a little soft to me, but it's been given. And Maresca looks a little bit frustrated as he's sat down back into his chair. Going to be free kick for Chelsea. Gusto's still down injured. It was Harry Kane who got the third goal for Bayern Munich. It came from a mistake from Chelsea's fullback Malo Gusto, who took a heavy touch and then slid it back into the path of Harry Kane, and Sanchez was absolutely fuming. So Enzo Fernandez with a free kick level with the 6-yard box in a wide position, comes in, headed away, comes out to Cole Palmer. That's a poor strike, and it fizzles out for a goal kick, and Manuel Neuer will pick it up. Min-Jae Kim back to Harry Kane. Kane with an awkward pass back to Deo Upamecano, but he deals well with it. Goes back to Manuel Neuer, who sends a long ball forward. Chested down by Tosin. Tosin is then tripped by Harry Kane. Chelsea can take a quick free kick. It's Cole Palmer. Palmer. Goes to Andres Santos. Just the tempo of the game just slowed down ever so slightly. It's Cucurella. It's been forced back by Sacha Boey. Good aggressive play by him. And a little bit difficult at the moment. And it's Kimmich who's now gone down under the challenge of Andre Santos, meaning Bayern Munich can restart again. Min-Jae Kim, give it to Deo Upamecano. Upamecano will step forward with the ball. Now Min-Jae Kim with the ball inside his own half. He's been pressured by Cole Palmer, but it does well. It comes to Harry Kane again, who's dropped deep to get on it. It's good play by Kane. He's showing his quality as a player tonight, is Harry Kane. Driving past the 115 million man Caicedo. Then I think he eventually fouls the Chelsea captain, the man that took the armband from Reece James, Enzo Fernandez. He's got his 9th and 10th career goals against Chelsea tonight, has Harry Kane. Trevor Chalobah has gone down with a potential injury, holding his shoulder at the moment. Enzo Maresca looks a little bit frustrated down there. Oh, it is Estevao who is stripped and getting ready to come on. This certainly won't be a like-for-like substitute. We have Trevor Chalobah, so we'll wait to see what the plan is. Estevao is stripped, as I say, and looks like he's ready to come on. Trevor Chalobah certainly looks in a bit of pain. Bringing some scores. Ajax are 2-0 down at home against Inter Milan. PSG are currently 3-0 up at home against Atalanta. Marquinhos, Kavika Kvaratskhelia and Nuno Mendes have scored there. Bradley Barcola has missed a chance to put them 4 ahead from the spot, whilst Liverpool are leading 2-1 at home against Atletico Madrid. We still haven't seen the substitute in this game. It's Enzo Fernandez who gives it away, and Boey can go back to Upamecano. So Chalobah is allowed back on by the referee after 30 seconds off the pitch. It does look like he's in a little bit of discomfort, does the centre-back, but doesn't look like they're planning any substitutes here. 79 minutes on the clock. Robert Sanchez will roll it out to Malo Gusto. Comes back to Sanchez. Sanchez with a forward ball. Moises Caicedo. Caicedo to Marc Cucurella. There is Garnacho. Inside pass to Enzo Fernandez. Comes to Trevor Chalobah. Chelsea just playing it around. Toes in Adarabioyo. It's Moises Caicedo. Finds the feet of João Pedro. Pedro shifted out to the right side where Malo Gusto is. It's Cole Palmer. Palmer to João Pedro. Good feet by Pedro. There's a 1-2 with Andres Santos. And eventually gives it away. And now Luis Diaz, who's a real direct player with explosive running, gives it inside to Harry Kane. Kane to Diaz. Diaz out to the left side, but Gusto will stop it in its tracks, and Chelsea can retain the ball again. Messi is going to have to do something to get them back into this game. It's Alejandro Garnacho on the left side. Finds Enzo Fernandez, but then tackled by Sacha Boey. Throw to be taken by Marc Cucurella, but before he can, we're going to see a substitute here. So it's the captain, Enzo Fernandez, who is coming off. He goes over to pass it to the 115 million man, Moises Caicedo, and it's an attacking change, because coming on for Enzo Fernandez is Estevao, who has the number 41 shirt, the 18-year-old. And he's already started 2 games in the Premier League this season. He's joined this summer from Palmeiras for 29 million. It's his debut in the UEFA Champions League. He's a really exciting player, is Estevao, a player that's already made 5 appearances for the Brazilian national team, and he is on, and we suspect that will mean he will go and play out wide, and Cole Palmer will go and play where Enzo Fernandez was playing. So it's Manuel Neuer with the ball for Bayern Munich. He'll send it out to the left side to Konrad Laimer. Now it's Kimmich, back to Manuel Neuer. Neuer will send it forward. And he's fizzled out of play after touching Malo Gusto. So it'll be a throw for Bayern Munich. Konrad Laimer again. It's Konrad Laimer looking around for who he can throw the ball to. And it's Laimer. Goes back to Min-Jae Kim. Kim with it. Step forward with the ball. Goes to Upamecano. Upamecano out to the right side. Goes to Serge Gnabry. Gnabry back to Robert Sanchez. And then they will send it along and forward towards Malo Gusto, but again, it's unable to find him. Game has just fizzled out ever so slightly. We can tell you Atletico Madrid have got a goal back. So it's now Liverpool 2, Atletico Madrid 2. It's Marcos Llorente with a volleyed strike, and he is equalised for the Spanish side as Luis Diaz is now coming forward for Bayern Munich, and that is an excellent save once again by Robert Sanchez. I don't think it would have counted anyway, because the assistant referee has now risen his flag. But that's a really good save by Robert Sanchez. And he's just spread himself really well as Sanchez, and Diaz has just hit it straight at him. And we've just seen the replay of it. It is the correct decision, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway. But it's had a good game tonight is Robert Sanchez. He's a keeper that sometimes doesn't make the greatest of decisions. And then Michael Elise has committed the foul on Marc Cucurella. He's gone into the referee's book. He's probably the second player of the night to go into the referee's notepad. A late challenge going in on Marc Cucurella. So we've got 5 minutes left remaining of this game. It's Moises Caicedo. Gives it to Andre Santos. Caicedo. Back to Tosin Adarabioyo. Caicedo will send it forward to João Pedro, and then he's bundled over by Konrad Laimer. And it's our third yellow of the game. This time Conrad Lima, who goes into the referee's notepad, just fouling João Pedro. Ball out to the left side to Alejandro Garnacho. It's Marc Cucurella. There's the captain, Moises Caicedo, finds Andrés Santos. Santos to Chalobah. Shaking off that earlier knock. It's Tosin. And Santos who tries to play a ball throughout the lines to João Pedro, but he's unable to find him. Now it's Alejandro Garnacho. Garnacho will cross in, headed away by Min-Jae Kim. Back to Chalobah. It's Marc Cucurella. Cucurella to Estevao. João Pedro. Back to goal, getting on the ball once again. I wonder whether we'll see Nicholas Jackson in the final stages of this game. Of course, on loan from Chelsea. Here is Alejandro Garnacho on the left side. That's back to Marc Cucurella. Cucurella to Caicedo, to Garnacho. Garnacho tries to deliver it in, but it's cleared away by Min-Jae Kim. Cucurella will just head it back to Moises Caicedo. It's Chalobah to Malo Gusto. Chelsea just playing in front of Bayern Munich, but unable to break him down at the moment. Now it's João Pedro. João Pedro to Trevor Chalobah. Tosin finds Moises Caicedo. Oh, he's cleared onto the chest of Serge Gnabry. It's Manuel Neuer, long ball forward. Cucurella just grabbing Mike Olise. They thought committing the foul, but apparently not. Play will continue. Olise thought it was a foul. Here he's Garnacho on the left side. Finds Estevao. Tries to regain his composure as he crosses it in. Bayern Munich are able to move it away. Sacha Boey. Boey can only clear it to Tosin. Estevao to Garnacho. Opportunity here. Garnacho with the strike. It's on target, but into the hands of Manuel Neuer, who's able to just crouch down and pick it up. Garnacho just trying to find a bit of magic there for Chelsea, but hit it straight into the hands of the goalkeeper, Manuel Neuer. And Neuer will knock it forward. Headed by Moises Caicedo. Andrés Santos and Estevao playing in a central position for Chelsea. Garnacho. João Pedro now. Santos, Gusto on the edge of the Bayern Munich box. Finds Cole Palmer. Palmer gets there. Cole Palmer gets a goal back for Chelsea. 89 minutes on the clock. We've seen 5 goals, and all 5 of them have been put in the back of the net by Englishmen. And it's Cole Palmer now in the 89th minute. He's got a goal back for Chelsea. It's a wonderful ball. Of course, it's going to be checked by offside. It potentially might be offside. He just beats Manuel Neuer to the ball. Slots it past him. It's a wonderful finish by Cole Palmer. It's going to be a tight VAR call. Carlos Alcea Grande is in charge of VAR, and we are waiting to hear official word, and we have heard it is offside, so the goal is not going to count. Cole Palmer was in an offside position, so we are back to Bayern Munich 3, Chelsea 1. That is what the offside was brought in for, the VAR offside. To get to the right decisions, Cole Palmer can't complain too much. He must have only just been a little bit offside. but offside he was. So we are going to see a couple substitutes now. So it's Serge Gnabry coming off for the summer signing from Hoffenheim, just joined for 260,000. Tom Bischoff, 20 years old, like-for-like change. And also coming off is the man who's got 2 goals tonight, Harry Kane. What a performance from him. I think the man of the match tonight. And coming on for him is a man on loan from Chelsea, Nicholas Jackson, the 24-year-old striker, is on. So Nicholas Jackson on for Harry Kane, Tom Bischoff on for Serge Gnabry. We're into 6 additional minutes here. The score is Bayern Munich 3, Chelsea 1. Chelsea thought they just got a goal back, but it was disallowed for offside. Luis Diaz holding the ball in that corner. He's able to see it out after a tackle from Malo Gusto. Jackson will be keen to make an impression. Here's Conrad Lima. Back to Min-Jae Kim. Min-Jae Kim out to the right side to Joshua Kimmich. Comes to him and he is fouled. He's down after a late challenge from Esteval. Esteval just clipping his heel. Just 4 minutes remaining now. It's Conrad Lima. Lima on it. Good strong challenge going in on João Pedro. Cole Palmer. Really good feet. Strong challenge going in by Leon Goretzka. Ball goes back to Malo Gusto. Chelsea played well in the last 15 minutes without really creating too many opportunities. Given away again by Moises Caicedo. And it's Tom Bischoff who's going to try his luck from 55 yards out, but it's always going to go wide. It's back to Robert Sanchez. Robert Sanchez will give it to Trevor Chalobah. Chalobah will play it short into Moises Caicedo. It does look like Bayern Munich are going to win this game. Forward into João Pedro, controls it. He is fouled from behind, just clipped from behind. Chelsea will get on with it quickly. Comes to Moises Caicedo. Caicedo to João Pedro. João Pedro out to the left side. Alejandro Garnacho who gets there. Garnacho can run at Sacha Boey, pulls it back. It's Conrad Lima who gets in. Good intervention. Now it's Moises Caicedo. Finds Malo Gusto. Fires it across, but Min-Jae Kim gets the block and knocks it out for a corner. I can tell you that Liverpool have scored a late winner in the 92nd minute. Virgil van Dijk against Atletico Madrid. That's put them 3-2 up. Oh, it's going to be a corner for Esteval. For Chelsea, we've got 2 minutes remaining. Ball is sent in. Chelsea attempt to get the shot away. There's Andre Santos, but Bayern Munich are able to come away with it. It's Deo Upamecano. That's a really good challenge. Last ditch by Tosin Alderweireld. To the left side, it's Alejandro Garnacho. Garnacho will give it to João Pedro on the edge of the box. João Pedro to Garnacho. Back to the left side, it's Cole Palmer. Palmer inside the box, crosses it in, takes a deflection, Manuel Neuer comes and collects it. He's made a career out of that, has Manuel Neuer. Bayern Munich are going to get 3 points on the leaderboard. It's Nicholas Jackson, he's fouled by Andres Santos. Nicholas Jackson, who was caught by Andres Santos. Santos complaining. Ball shifted out to the right side, headed by Marc Cucurella. And that is that. Bayern Munich get 3 points on the leaderboard here in the Champions League. It's Harry Kane with a brace and a man of the match performance. Cole Palmer with a particularly impressive performance for Chelsea. But it is Bayern Munich who come away with a 3-1 victory. It's a perfect start to the Champions League for them. Enzo Maresca and his side have plenty to work on